Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is lecture number 1 of maths for level senior 2. We are going to start chapter number 14, sets from book 2. This chapter is a part of your March breakup. In our daily lives, we often deal with a collection of objects such as pile of books, a bunch of keys, a team of players. In English, we use different terms such as pile, bunch, and team to describe different collections of objects. But in mathematics, we use the term set to describe any collection of well-defined and distinct objects. Let's start with the topic. How will you define set? A set is a collection of elements. The elements can be numbers or things. We write a set using braces, or you can say curly brackets, and separate each element using a comma. Here you can see three different examples of sets. First one, a set of fruits. This set contains 4 elements: apple, cranberry, mango and orange. Second one, a set of coins. This set contains 5 elements: penny, nickel, dime, quarter and half dollar. And the last one, a set of numbers from 1 to 10. This set contains 10 members starting from 1 till 10. So in short, you can say that a set is a collection of objects that are clearly identified. The objects in the set are called the members or elements of the set. Each member is said to belong to the set, and these sets can be represented by capital letters. Sets should be well defined. A set is well defined if we can tell whether a particular object is an element of that set. For example, the set of former Nobel Prize winners. This is a well-defined set. And the set of tall students in our university. This is not a well-defined set. So there is a fairly simple notation for sets. We simply list each element or member separated by a comma and then put some curly brackets around the whole thing. Like 3, 6, 9, 12. These are the 4 members of this set. And the curly brackets are sometimes called set brackets or braces. Examples. First example, the set V of all vowels in the English alphabet. This can be written as V is equals to A, E, I, O, U. As you can see, this set is represented by capital V, and the 5 members of this set are the vowels in the English alphabet. Second example, the set O of odd positive integers less than 10. This will include 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. And this will be represented by capital O. Set of even numbers between 1 and 15. This will include 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Set of multiple of 5 between 8 and 28. There are 4 multiples of 5 between 8 and 28. 10, 15, 20 and 25. These are the 4 members of set B. As you can see in all these examples, all the members, or you can say elements, are enclosed in curly brackets and elements are separated by a comma. Some more examples: set of even numbers, set of odd numbers, set of prime numbers and positive multiples of 3 that are less than 10. These are the numerical sets and they are clearly very well defined. This symbol is used to denote belongs to or is an element of or is a member of set. If a statement is given like this, that means A is an element of set A or A is a member of set A. And if a statement is given like this, that means A is not an element of set A, or you can say A is not a member of set A. So these two symbols represent belongs to or doesn't belong to. Example, determine if each statement is true or false. First set contains English alphabets from A till Z. That means R is a part of this set. So this statement is true that R belongs to this set. Second set contains numbers from 1 till 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 is not a member of this set. That means this statement is false. 7 doesn't belong to this set. Set A contains 4 letters A, B, C and D. That means letter A belongs to set A, or you can say that A is an element of set A or letter A is a member of set A. Set B contains 4 letters E, F, G and H. That means A does not belong to set B. Only letters E, F, G and H belongs to set B. The members of first set are 1, 2 and 3. So 3 belongs to this set. The members of second set are -5, -1 and -7. So -1 belongs to this set. Set number 3 contains 4, 5 and 6. That means 3 does not belong to this set. Similarly, the members of last set are B, C and D. So letter A does not belong to this set. Another example, a set of odd numbers between 1 and 10. Odd numbers between 1 and 10 will include 3, 5, 7 and 9. So the members of set A will be 3, 5, 7 and 9. Here 3, 5, 7 and 9 are called elements of the set A. That means 3, 5, 7 and 9 belongs to set A. The number of elements in set A is 4. That is n of A is equals to 4. The symbol n of A means the number of elements in set A. Now I will try to explain different types of sets. First one, empty set or null set. A set which does not contain any member is known as empty set or a null set. An empty set is denoted by these two symbols. For example, the set of all integers whose square is 7. As you all know, there is not a single integer whose square is 7. So it is not possible to form such type of set. Answer will be empty set or you can say null set. Another example of empty set, a month containing 32 days. There is not a single month in a whole year which has 32 days. So it is practically impossible to form such type of set. So answer will be empty set or null set. In short, an empty set is a set which has no members. Example, number of dinosaurs on Earth. It is practically impossible to make such kind of set which shows number of dinosaurs on Earth. So H will be an empty set. Finite and infinite sets. Finite set. A finite set is one in which it is possible to count all the elements of the set. Example 1. Set D is equals to days of week. The members of this set will be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. There are 7 members in this set. So that means this is finite set because you can easily count all the elements of this set. Example number 2. Set A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Elements of this set are countable, so that means it is also a finite set. Example number 3. Set F contains -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, there are 7 members in this set. So set F has countable number of elements. So it is also a finite set. Infinite set. An infinite set is one in which it is not possible to count all the members of the set. Example number 1. Set E, even numbers greater than 9. Even numbers greater than 9 means 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26 and the list is continued. So you can say that it is not possible to count all the members of this set. So this set will be considered as infinite set. The dots in the end of the set represent that the list is continued and the set is infinite. Example number 2. Set G, whole numbers greater than 2000. Whole numbers greater than 2000 means 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006 and so on. So in the end you are going to insert these dots to show that this set is infinite and you cannot list out all the possible elements of this set. Equal and equivalent sets. Equal set. Two sets are said to be equal if they both have the same members. Example number 1. If set A contains 1, 2, 3 and set B also contains the same members, that means both set A and set B are equal. Example number 2. If set C contains 1, 2, 5 and set D contains 5, 1 and 2, that means members in both the sets are same. So you can say that set C is equals to set D. Equivalent set. Two sets are said to be equivalent if they have the same number of elements. Example 1. If set F contains 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, there are 5 members in set F, and set G contains 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. That means set G also has 5 members. As you can see, both sets F and set G has same number of elements. That means sets F and set G are equivalent. Example 2. Set A is equals to 1, 2, 3 and set B is equals to ABC. This shows that set A has 3 members and set B has 3 members as well. So number of elements in both the sets are same. That means set A and set B are equivalent. Equal sets are always equivalent, but equivalent sets may not be equal. Sets can be represented or can be written in 3 ways. First one, roster or tabular form. Second one, descriptive form, and third one in the form of set builder notation. First way to describe a set, tabular form or roster form. Tabular form means listing all the elements of a set separated by commas and enclosed within braces or curly brackets. Here you can see few examples which are written in tabular form. First example, set A which contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The set is written in tabular form, and this is the set of first 5 natural numbers. Second example is the set of even numbers up to 50. Set B contains 2, 4, 6, 8 till 50, and this set is also written in tabular form. Last example, set C is the set of positive odd numbers which contains 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and so on. This is also written in tabular form. Here you can see some more examples of roster form or tabular form. Set of vowels in English alphabet, set of odd positive integers less than 10, set of positive integers less than 100, and set of all integers less than 0. All these questions are written in descriptive form and answers are written in tabular or roster form. So in short, roster form means you are supposed to list out all the elements in a set in set notation. A second method of describing a set is called set builder notation. Here you can see an example. You can read this example like this. Set E is the set of all elements x such that x is a natural number greater than 7. This symbol is called as such that. If you want to write this set in tabular form or roster form, you can write it like this. Set E is equals to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and the list is continued. These are the natural numbers greater than 7. This will be an infinite set. So in set builder notation, you must specify the property or properties that all members must satisfy. Here you can see two more examples of set builder notation. Set S is equals to x such that x is a positive integer less than 100, and set O is equals to x such that x is an odd positive integer less than 10. Third way of describing a set is descriptive form. Descriptive form means describing a set in words, or you can say that describing a set in the form of a statement or describing a set in the form of sentence. Here you can see some examples of descriptive form. These are the same examples which we have already discussed in the topic of tabular form. Set A is equals to set of first 5 natural numbers. Set B is equals to set of positive even integers less or equal to 50. Set A and set B are written in the descriptive form. Set C is equals to set of positive or odd integers. As you can see that set C is also written in the tabular form. Here you can see the difference or comparison between descriptive form, set builder form and tabular form. First example, the set of all vowels in English alphabet. Same set can be written in set builder notation like this. X such that X is a vowel in the English alphabet, and if you want to write the same set in roster form or tabular form, you are just supposed to list out all the elements of the set. The elements in the roster form will be A, E, I, O, U. Second example, the set of all odd positive integers less than or equal to 15. This set can be written in set builder notation like this. X such that X is an odd number and X is greater than 0 and less than equal to 15. Its tabular form will be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 and 15. Third example, the set of all positive cube numbers less than 100. In set builder notation, this can be written like x such that x is a cube number and x is greater than 0 and less than 100. As we all know, cube numbers less than 100 will be 1, 8, 27 and 64. So you are just supposed to list out all these 4 numbers in roster form. Cube of 1 is 1, cube of 2 is 8, cube of 3 is 27 and cube of 4 is 64. This chapter is quite easy as compared to previous chapters, and you will find it very interesting as well. You don't have to do any kind of mathematical calculations in this chapter. So here is your assignment. Try to solve these questions from exercise 14A. That's all.